The Elusive Samurai was probably one of my favorite animes of 2024, but before I even talk more on the Elusive Samurai and why it was one of my favorite animes of 2024, please support me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I would highly appreciate it. The Elusive Samurai was probably one of my top favorite animes of 2024, and it caught me off guard because the only reason why I found out about this anime was because I happened to stumble across a posting on X where they showed one of the fight sequences, and people were praising this specific fight sequence, admiring the animation. And in this specific fight scene, I was so intrigued by the animation because normally when I see people talking a lot about an anime so much on social media, I tend to try to stay away from watching that series until the hype dies down. It honestly depends on if I find myself watching the anime first due to me being interested in the series prior to knowing about the manga, or just stumbling into it by finding the thumbnail intriguing on whatever platform I'm watching it on. So I just remember scrolling through Crunchyroll last summer, and me personally, I really like animes that are in a samurai setting, hence exactly why I'm a huge fan of Rurouni Kenshin, Samurai Champloo, and Samurai Deeper Kill. So with that, I decided to actually try to give the Elusive Samurai a try, and I believe during my time that I started watching it, I believe that the first season of the series was already concluded. So I decided to give it a chance, and let me tell you, this anime caught me off guard of how good it was. I mean, the first episode caught me off guard, exactly why I kept watching the series. I was just hooked onto my TV, and I just wanted to keep binging it, finding out how the series will play out. I mean, by the end of episode 1, this was literally my reaction. I just couldn't hold my thoughts together. I was just like, yo, what the fuck just happened? But all in all, that's what made me want to keep watching this series. So people who don't know, who wants to know, what is the Elusive Samurai? The Elusive Samurai was created by the same legendary creator behind Assassination's Classroom, Yusei Matsui. The series is set during Japan's Kamakura period. The stories follows Hojo Takayuki, a young noble and the heir of the Hojo clan, whose family is overthrown and massacred during a political uprising, led by Ashikaga Takauji. Although Takayuki lacks traditional skills like swordsmanship, brute strength, he excels in agility, stealth, and evasion, now guided by Suwa Yorishige, an eccentric and prophetic priest. Takayuki sets out on a journey to reclaim his family's former glory. Along the way, he gathers loyal allies who most happens to be kids around his age, as they set in motion to reclaim Takayuki's birthright. Now that we got that out the way, let's talk about the first episode. I will try my best to avoid spoilers, then the series as a whole as it progresses, and why it intrigues me so much. So off the jump, when you're watching the first episode, basically the first half of the episode, it seems like it'll go in some type of lighthearted comedic direction. You obviously see Takayuki messing around, playing tag, running away from training. So in my eyes, I felt like at first the direction where this anime was going to be like kind of like what Vinland Saga, where you see the main protagonist as a kid and then grow into a more stronger full-on adult as the series progressed. But boy was I wrong. As the episode progressed, things just started going upside down, and you can notice these slight signs of something crazy about to go down. I just felt like every time Takayuki was running around having his fun while he was away doing his thing, something unexpected might happen. And that it did. While Takayuki was watching his mate playing kickball, a fucking chopped head just drops from the roof. This shit really caught me off guard. Then you got this man who looks like fucking Fire Lord Ozai from Avatar The Last Airbender. I mean, look, I see no differences. He's even behind fire, for God's sakes. Like, anyways, this motherfucker Ashikaga Takauji, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong and these names wrong and that the names might sound a little different from what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I'm not the best at pronouncing names, but anyways, he was a trusted general who betrayed the whole Hojo clan and literally annihilates them, and this leads to Takayuki to be in shock, since he basically saw this man as like a father figure. Imagine looking up to someone for your whole life, just for them to be a backstabbing scoundrel of a person. Suwa Yorishige helps Tokuyuki guide him into the right direction. Not by having him feel lifeless, not having him feel like there's no point in life after seeing your whole clan get annihilated. Suwa gives Tokuyuki a purpose in life again and becomes Tokuyuki's mentor as he helps Tokuyuki on his journey to reclaim his family's honor. Throughout the series, this man Suwa is a pretty interesting character because he can basically foresee the future and sees Tokuyuki's eventual rise to power. Suwa brings a lot of charm and comedic relief into the series as his personality is pretty unpredictable as far as when he wants to be goofy or be a serious character. As the episode progresses, you start to see that Tokuyuki's growth is not only through Suwa's mentorship, but also by the companions that he meets through his journey, as you got each of his companions with their own unique abilities that plays a huge part in each of the battle sequences. Now, let's go back to the beginning of the video when I was talking about the animation as far as the battle sequences. The thing I love most about the battle sequences in this anime is that it kind of feels like they are battling final bosses in a video game. I love how Tokuyuki and his companions had to strategically strategize on how to defeat these high tier warlords. On one of the later episodes, they have a horse battle taking place, and in this horse battle, it shows how Tokuyuki's true unique abilities come out, as he doesn't have to be this brute soldier on the battlefield. No, he uses his agility, his intelligence mastery to outsmart his enemy, and the way he does this, the whole way it plays out is just so unique. You really had to watch it to see what I'm talking about. You really see the growth of Tokuyuki and him being a leader just from this one battle alone. Now, I just want to conclude by saying that the Elusive Samurai is not going to be everyone's cup of tea because you kind of have to be patient with the pacing of the episodes. A lot of anime watchers tend to want things all up in your face as far as constantly having action scenes or having a quick twist in the plot that will keep people on the edge of their seats. While I'm sounding like the Elusive Samurai has a ton of action sequences, while it does have its fair share of action sequences, do not expect it to just be all action. No, it's all around. It shows how much the main protagonist grows as a character, from basically being this little kid who's inspired by Ashikaga to growing into this inspiring warrior. And if you got time, I highly recommend you check out the Elusive Samurai. Now, that's all I'm going to say about the Elusive Samurai for now. You guys should really check it out like I just said. And please remember to support me by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. I will highly appreciate it. My name is Sam Maddock and I'll see you guys in the next video.